42 litres left in the harvester. Of course we do. Ugh. All right. We'll get this unloaded. Unfortunately, I can't fold up the harvester at this point because there's still stuff inside it. Kind of messed that approach up. Swing it around. That should be approximately good. That settles on nicely. Pull this up over here. We have this field too. Stop that there. We'll turn that off. No. All right, 30,000 litres. So yeah, as I said, that's a little bit over 2 full tanks from the harvester. Now there is a mod which I'm thinking would be kind of useful right now. I haven't used it before, but from the description, it allows you to set how much to unload a vehicle by. So, for example, I could set this up to unload, say, 4,000 litres and run over to the horse thing and just dump 4,000 litres into the horses. And it will stop once it's done that. Fortunately, that's not an option here. So, what I'm going to need to do is very, very carefully keep an eye on things. 7, 6, 3.5. Okay, let's go have a look at horses. Horses now have 5,600 litres. I did put 4,000 in there. Okay, let's put 2,000 more in there. Oh, what am I doing? Escape, that's it. So I'll stick that out again. We'll try and get a little bit close to 2,400. That's close enough. Okay. So I'll take this over here. Put that there, and we'll go. Oh, what am I doing? That one. Oh, really? So I can bring the harvester back to the farm. Now we have sorghum, we have sugar beets, which I'm going to have to buy some harvesting equipment for. And I'm going to have soybeans. I think everything else I need to harvest, don't know if I need the draper or not. We'll have to check on that. this over here. Let's extend the pipe. And dump off the last 340 litres. Okay. Now, as the pipe's folded back, I can fold the top down. I think I'm going to take this straight in. I mean, the thing is here is this is coming out 1st of August to do more harvesting. So I don't really need to change much of anything. Turn that off. I mean, obviously there's adjustments inside the harvester as a role play thing, but everything else is fine. So what I want to check on is meeny, miny, mo, meeny, meeny, miny, mo. We have one of those that does corn and sunflowers. We do not have corn and sunflowers. So we then have not one of those, one of those. What's the difference? That's 13.7, that's 10.7, that's 15.2. So we have one of those, and that does oats, soybeans, sorghum. So we're going to want the same header as well. Okay, that makes things super easy, and engine is off. Let's get this boy back to the barn. So I guess the question is going to be which crop do I harvest first? One of the things I do want to check to see if the chickens and the horses accept sorghum, because this might be the last load of oats I do. I can plant and cut wheat much earlier, or barley. Probably wheat. Wheat is the crop of Missouri, or one of the crops. Oats, not quite so much. At least it doesn't rate in the top 10 crops harvested in Missouri. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and concentrate on doing crops that are, the major crops. So ever so occasionally I will plant something else because I need it, not because it's a frequently planted crop for the area. So plant that there. Try not to get it in front of the front door, side door. Do I need this tractor today? Don't think so. Can I? That's kind of parked. I parked it the other way round. Well, no. I was thinking if I parked it the other way round, I could get the header loaded on the harvester right here, and two of my fields can be accessed from the yard. So I don't have to drive out on the road with a hulking great header on the harvester. Unfortunately, one of the fields is down the road, like 20 feet, but okay, I'm gonna do you next. And yeah, we can load the back. That's easy. It's just easier to put this thing through there than it is an auger cart, so I'll pull up over here. Don't get too close or you'll smash the auger. Yes, forwards and round about there. Yeah, just clearance. Alrighty, don't know how much this holds front to back. Really tried that yet. But again, the nice thing is we did have the single Load King trailer at the start, or that's the first thing I bought because it was useful. But I did find that its carrying capacity, weight versus volume just really didn't work too well. So I've gone for the double, and the double does do things, carry all the weight. So I do not. Okay, that's something to consider. I'm going to park this off to the side here for now, but I'm going to reverse that next to the harvester. The problem, of course, is I need to put the baler away because none of the rest of our crops create straw. The updated map, soybeans make straw. Not soybean straw, just ordinary in-game straw. But I do not have the updated map because there is a strong recommendation that you start over. And I'm not doing that. So no idea. I'm guessing I'm on tip back. Yes, I am. Put some notes in there. We will change it to tip front. We'll do that, and nope, that's not it. Oh, that's interesting. No. It says 2, it doesn't work, so close cover, blah blah blah, tip side back, U. Tip side front. And unload. Okay. Well, I did find something out. If I push the toggle button, F1, F2, F1 opens the front, and F2 opens the back. Nice. Okay, I'm going to run this around the back. Stick it back where it was. So we've got a couple of 1,000 litres of oats on the farm now. And again, they might get sold shortly. But for right now, I'm happy with what we're looking at. Okay, you can go there, turn the engine off, jump out. Now, do want to go and check those bales. Pretty sure these are silage, that's good. I'd like to upgrade the baling equipment as well, possibly lose the baler wrapper, just get a wrapper, a single baler, or maybe 2. Okay, your engine is on. as soon as this is done, that field, I don't need to touch that field now until I plant it. I may put wheat down in it so it gives me a constant supply of straw bales. Okay, let's unfold that. Oops. Probably a bad idea to unfold that, since it unfolds the bale tipping thing. The front, turn it on, and let's make straw. Yay. Oh, and it slows down. And yay, 5,000 litre straw bale. But the thing is, with this baler only does the small 125 centimetre bales, so it kind of would be nice if I could make bigger ones, especially for straw, although that could completely mess up my feed mix in our mixer, unless I went for a bigger feeder. Because at the moment a mix of food is 2 silage, 2 hay, 1 straw. But if I go with the bigger baler, we're going to get higher volume of grass product in the baler, or per bale, and that involves a whole new level of calculations. However, I do have a good supply of smallest bales at the moment, so I don't necessarily have to worry too much about big bales yet. It'll just make doing the baling job easier, quicker, especially if I go for a square baler. I'll have to look up the wrapper, see what size bales it'll do. I did add the straw harvest mod, so I do have access to the crone balers. And that crone square baler does the collecting things, but also is faster than a normal baler. So yeah, we're stopping very frequently. Try not to get too far over. So what do we got? 1, 2, 3. Quite a lot already. I've been keeping track. I'll look at the end. Place your bets. Oh, it's going to rain soon as well. I also want to get a bale storage hall. I could get the straw harvest one, although I think that's super pricey. The in-game one I don't think is as expensive. And I do have the enhanced round baler mod loaded, which is why it keeps slowing down and stopping automatically. I've just got foot to the floor, let's do this. I'm missing a couple of bits. 1, 2. Actually, I think we're going to end up at the bottom end of the field once all this is done. Anyway, lots of straw. This is good. And probably, it's actually probably more straw than I need. So I could find some other minor crop to do here. I don't think I'm going to need straw for another year. Also, not straw if straw quantity is dependent on field fertilization and stuff. I think you just get a flat rate of straw regardless of how much fertilization you've done. It's the yield of the crop that is affected by fertilizer and other stuff. Okay for now. Then we're going to have to get the bale collector. Probably stick it on this tractor. One thing I do like about this baler is it does flip the bales on end, although our bale collector doesn't really want the bales flipped. Although they would be at the wrong angle. Yeah, it is what it is. Oops. Okay. I'm going to do a little run around here. Get that bit. Try and get this bit here too. At least some of it. Yeah, still missed a bit, but I mean the thing is it doesn't really matter if it's exactly a bale or not. The baler is going to add whatever's left in it to the next bale produced and change it to whatever we're producing. So if I go and bale some hay up, this is just going to switch the straw to hay. Give me a pure hay bale. That was one thing. There was, I think back in Farm Sim 19, there was a empty baler mod, which allowed you to just dump all the leftovers from what was in the baler. So next time you went out to a field, it started from scratch, which A, was more realistic, but B, also Giants has messed with what bale is produced almost every version of the game. So at the moment, this version of the game, I've come out on a field with straw, so every single bale I'm producing is a straw bale. Even if I was loaded with grass or hay or something like that, it's always going to chuck out hay, straw, because we're picking up straw. Now, previous versions of Farming Simulator have chucked out, if you've got hay in your baler and you go out and start baling grass, the first bale out will be hay, or straw, or whatever. And so you tended to get one bale which didn't match everything else on the field for that version. Conversely, we've also had situations where, depending how full the baler is, will dictate what it counts the bale as. So if you're over half full of hay,